In one of my future videos, we will talk about the four immeasurables, the Buddhist minds and elements of true love. Two of them are Karuna, which means compassion, and Mudita, which means sympathetic joy. In today's exercise, the practice of ancient Tibetan Tonglen, we are combining these two qualities into a beautiful meditation. Enjoy! Hi, it's Monica, your intuitive trauma transformation coach, who helps you face and successfully navigate through the storms of life, guiding you through a most powerful self-healing process and teaching you all the mindfulness tools you need to embark on your journey to your core self and create the life you've always envisioned. Tonglen practice, also known as giving or sending Tong and taking or receiving Len, reverses our usual logic of avoiding suffering and seeking pleasure, because we visualize compassionately taking in the pain of others with every in-breath and sending out whatever will benefit them on the out-breath. In the process, we become liberated from age-old patterns of selfishness. We begin to feel love for both ourselves and others. We begin to take more care of ourselves and others. We are introduced to a far bigger view of reality, the unlimited spaciousness of Shunyata, emptiness. By doing the practice, we begin to connect with the open dimension of our limitless being. A few months after becoming a Reiki Master, I started doing this art of breathing without knowing that it existed as ancient Tibetan philosophy and that there was a name for it. I cannot praise Reiki enough for all its loving teachings that just came through me whenever I was with a client. Before I start guiding you through the short meditation, please click on subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell if you don't want to miss my weekly videos. In this meditation, we will be breathing in the suffering of ourselves and others and breathing out our heartfelt compassion for ourselves and them. We are turning to face suffering and not running away from it. Sit comfortably with your back straight and your eyes lightly closed. I want you to breathe in as deeply as you can through your nose. Hold your breath and then push all the air out through your mouth. All right, let's begin. Breathe in deeply. Hold. Push out the air. Breathe in deeply again. Hold. Push out the air. And a third time. Breathe in deeply. Hold for a moment and push all the air out. Now sit quietly and bring your awareness to the breath entering and leaving your body. Make sure you breathe regularly and slowly, relaxed. Negative thinking causes us to make poor choices, so by doing this meditation, you will let go of negativity. Open your heart and develop a new way of thinking that will lead you to make wiser choices. You will find it easier to deal effectively with difficult people and stressful situations. You will replace pain and negativity with compassion and wisdom.
which will help heal yourself, others, and the world. You start this meditation by focusing on yourself and then moving on to someone you love, a neutral person, and someone you dislike, and finally the world. Let's begin. As you breathe in, let pain and suffering, anger, jealousy, fear, attachment, judgment, or confusion come to the surface. On your out-breath, let go of negative thinking and fill the empty space with your heartfelt compassion. Appreciate that you want to be happy, but your negative thinking causes you to make poor choices that lead to suffering. By letting go of negative thinking and developing compassion toward yourself, you will be free to make wiser choices that lead to happiness. Negative thinking closes the heart, upsets the balance in your life, and manifests in physical illness. Whereas compassion and love opens the heart, brings about balance, and promotes health and happiness. Now turn your attention to someone you love. Recall a time when your loved one was suffering, or maybe they are suffering now. Breathe in their suffering and breathe out your heartfelt compassion for them. Appreciate that your loved one wants to be happy, but is suffering instead. Fully open your heart to your loved one. Now, think of a neutral person, someone about whom you know nothing or little. It may be a neighbor, someone you see every day in the street, a bus driver, taxi driver, or a shop assistant. Think about how this person is suffering through sickness or poor choices. Breathe in their suffering and breathe out your compassion for this person. Appreciate that this person wants to be happy, but is suffering instead. Open your heart to this neutral person. Now, think of a person you dislike or someone you think has hurt you. Breathe in the suffering of this person and breathe out your warm compassion and love to them. Appreciate that this person, like everyone else, wants to be happy. Because of negative thinking, this person makes harmful choices that lead to suffering. By having negative thoughts about this person, you are increasing that suffering and making the situation worse. Develop compassion for this person so you can think clearly about how to deal with them in a way that brings about good consequences and good karma. Fully open your heart to this person. Now, breathe in the suffering of the world and breathe out compassion to the whole world. Breathe in all the sadness, the poverty, the sickness, the intolerance, loneliness, whatever comes to your mind. And breathe out all the compassion your heart can muster to help heal the world. Everyone in the world wants to be happy, but too often makes unwise choices that lead to suffering instead. Appreciate that by developing universal compassion, you can help to relieve this suffering. Open your heart to the world. Now you're coming to the end of this meditation, and it is time to do a purification practice. I want you to visualize the suffering you breathed in as black smoke in your heart center. You need to let go of this black smoke so it doesn't increase your own suffering. So as you breathe out, imagine all the black smoke leaving your heart center. And then on the inhale, breathe in the pure white smoke of compassion and love. Let this white smoke fill your heart center and your whole being with compassion and love toward yourself, everyone else, and the world. Continue to do the purification by breathing in the white smoke of compassion and breathing out the black smoke of suffering. In a moment you will hear the final 3 bells. Gently follow the sound of the bells. Then, when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and introduce yourself back into the world. And please let me know in the comments box below how this meditation changed your state of suffering. Like always, peace begins with me. Namaste, namaste.